body bags where horror lies.
BeeCeeHQ, welcome back to another review. Wednesday. This week it's Eraserhead from 1977. It stars Jack Nance, Charlotte Stewart, Alan Joseph. The synopsis is: Henry Spencer tries to survive his industrial environment, his angry girlfriend, and unbearable screams of his mutant-born child. For me, the mood of this film is very strange. The lighting leaves a lot to be desired. The effects are pretty cool. I can imagine at the time when it came out that was kind of a new thing that they were like experimenting with a bit, and so I could see that the effects side of things is probably quite groundbreaking at the time. But for me, it was just not enough going on. Like, it's very claustrophobic kind of feel to it. Very few locations during the film. I didn't like the set and just how it looked. Yeah, it was just didn't give me a good feeling watching this film. I think the mutant child was the best thing of the film, like just how fucked up that is and how they made it look, and I think that come across well in the film. But as I said, I think more needed to happen in that film. Like, there was very little storyline, very little plot, and just very slow. I think it was longer than it needed to be as well. Like, for the events that happen in this film, I don't think that it needed to be an hour and a half. Like, it could have been an hour or like 50 minutes or something like that. I think it was far too long for very little that happens. I mean, there is weird scenes in this film throughout, but it just didn't hold my attention. It's not one that I could just sit through and not take my eyes off of it. Like, it's one that I could easily pause, get up and go and do something and come back and carry on from where I left off. It's difficult for me to speak in terms of, because I know that this is a classic in a lot of horror fans' eyes, but for me, I don't see the big deal with it. Maybe if I was born back in them days, like, I would appreciate it more, but yeah, this one didn't really impress me a whole deal. I'll probably give it a higher rating than you're expecting me to give it, and the reason for the rating I'm going to give it is because of the effects, and there's just some shocking scenes in the film, but just not enough. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I didn't like how it was all black and white. Probably adds to the mood and the feeling of the film, like the claustrophobicness of it, and just kind of gives you there's not much hope, sort of that kind of feel. It probably plays in well with that, but it would have been nice for it to have had a little bit of colour in there at some point, but it is what it is. 7 out of 10, and I'll be back next week.